Hello, 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 and welcome to this reading Dippit, woohoo, and the start of this week's vlog. Alright, so, I said at my last vlog that every week I'm going to try to read 3 different things. 1 is listen to an audiobook, 2 is just read a novel, doesn't matter if it's teen, junior, or an adult fiction or non-fiction book, and then 3, something that I can read in an afternoon or evening, something like a novella, a collection of short stories, or like a graphic novel, right? And so, keeping with that in mind, start of the week, I ended up reading a short story, yay, which is called Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood. It's a novella, adult novella, and it's pretty good, and it's essentially, it is about a vampire who falls in love with a slayer, you know, somebody who was trying to kill her. Right, so I thought that was like a really super cute, and I really enjoyed it. Don't want to give too much away. There wasn't a lot of, there is some spice, but not a lot of spice, and extremely less spice if you know like how Ali Hazelwood rates. But yeah, you know what? I realized that I was going through certain things I had like set aside, and I realized that I had this novella and I hadn't done anything with it. So I figured now's the time, and now's the time to read it because, you know, why not? Anyways, that's kind of an update from me, and yeah, thumbs up. Alright, bye. Hello, and welcome to this reading Dippit. Alright, so I have listened to 2 novellas today. One is Unbound by Ali Hazelwood, and the second one is This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal, El-Mohtar, and Max Gladstone. I really enjoyed both of them, and I'm really happy that I did really read them. So in Unbound, we have just, oh my gosh, it is like a duology, the second one from Bound, and we have like our main character who has, she's like a vampire, and she ends up dating this guy, kind of off and on dating this guy named Damon, who is who's a doctor, and so eventually that one of the rival vampires comes and gets her. She ends up like killing him in front of Damon, and he just doesn't know like what to take of it. But then so that it just comes out that she is a vampire, and this all comes out on like the day that he was basically breaking up with her. And so after all this all comes out, that she's a vampire and whatnot, that it also comes out that he is also dying and has 6 months to live. And it just becomes like, what should happen? Should she like convert him to being a vampire like her, and so that way they can continue their love story, or should she like just like forget about it and let him die in 6 months? So you really have to listen to find out, right? And then This Is How You Lose the Time War. I really enjoyed it. We got like 2 special agents. One's kind of like from like today, and the other one's kind of like from the future, and they meet somewhere in the middle, and their story is like read through or told through the letters that like they leave each other, and that it all kind of starts with them trying to kind of like beat each other like at like what they're doing, and or like sabotaging their missions and whatnot. And it just through their letters, they never actually really meet. They end up like falling in love, and it's just super cute. And it's also kind of like a sapphic love story, so I'm really happy that I read it. I thought it was really enjoyable, right? But you know what? Really good. I definitely don't think it was worth the hype though, but I'm happy that I listened to it, and I would recommend it though at the same time. But anyways, you know, thumbs up. Hope everybody's doing alright, and we'll get you on next bit. Bye! I have now finished reading The Courage to Be Disliked by Ichiro, Kishimi, and Fumitake, Koga. I know I've pronounced those names wrong, but you know what? Anyways, I have finished reading it. It's a self-help kind of adult non-fiction book, and it's divided into like 5 different kind of lessons, and it's all it's written in a way where it's really is a conversation between a youth and a philosopher, and it is just about like this conversation they're having about alderism, or the psychology of that altered kind of came up with and is just kind of like rules to live by. And one of them is just, you know, that you have the courage, just you have the ability to change, live in the present. Don't ever think of like what happened in your past kind of determines like how you are now, or that because of like X thing you can't do Y thing when you can. And it's just changing your outlook to be more positive, and it's about being in a community and helping out your community wherever you can, and just being able to participate in a way that, you know, just being present, going in the future, and just working in your community. I don't listen a lot, but that's kind of the vibe I got from it, and I really liked it. But yeah, so now that I've read that, I thought I was going to be able to read it a lot sooner than what I did, or faster, but now I have to go back to the Alchemized because I have to finish that, so that way I can talk to my friend about it, and the fact that I really want to know how the book ends. So yeah, you know, give it a thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's doing right, and we'll catch you on the next bit. Bye! Hello, 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 and welcome to the end of this week's vlog, and today's reading Dippit, woohoo! Alright, so I was able to get a little bit of the Alchemized read, and I was finding that maybe because I was in the car, I'm not too sure, but I wasn't able to, like, listen or comprehend as much of the book as I would have liked, but you know, whatever. And I also had like a good weekend away, so I was making sure I was spending a lot of time with family. But when we left, I ended up getting like a package. Don't know what it was from or what I ordered, but by the time we got back, a porch pirate had took it. So, you know, like, shake my fist at you, whoever the porch pirate is. Hopefully they enjoy whatever it is that I ordered. And it was just, oh my goodness, you know, like, some people, why do people have to be like that? I don't know. I mean, I know it wasn't a book or anything like that, but, you know, if I haven't been able to identify or think about what it was, like, maybe it was just a delivery driver wanted to get into the building and he just, like, you know, buzzed my number or something. I'm not too sure, but you know what, it doesn't matter, because whatever it is, if and when I do remember what it is, I can always get it delivered again and be like, hey, I didn't get it, because yeah, because I got no notification saying from anything that it was delivered. So you know what, I'm reading far too much into this, but it doesn't matter. I have gotten the audiobook back for Lord of Chaos, so I'm hoping that will be the audiobook that I will be able to finish this week, and I also hope to finish reading Alchemized this week as well. And that is just kind of my reading plans, as we do have a long weekend coming up, and I do plan to, you know, sit back, enjoy, and kind of like maybe go and donate some things and get rid of some things, try to resell some things, donate some blood, you know, whatever, and just get a lot of reading done, because I'll have no excuses, you know what I mean? And then after that book's done, I'm going to start reading Rights of the Starling by Daphne Barry. So, you know, reading plans, woohoo! Anyways, that's it for me. Double thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's doing alright, and we'll catch you on the next bit. Bye!